Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Ultra, and welcome back to Crusader Kings III. I just wanted to start off by saying, sorry I haven't posted in about a week's time. I was feeling a little bit under the weather. It's actually kind of good, to be honest, to take a step back just for a week and kind of take a rest from uploading and recording videos. Even though I love doing it, I think this is actually the longest period of time that I've gone without uploading and recording some kind of new content. It was actually a little bit refreshing, and I'm still trying to get over a cold, so sorry if my voice is not 100%, but I will do my best to put out a good video. All right, so today we're taking on a crazy new adventure. There is this achievement. It's actually one of the more difficult ones to get. It's called the North Sea Empire. That would require us to create the Kingdom of Norway, the Kingdom of Denmark, and the Kingdom of England, and control it for 30 years by the same individual. So it's a bit of a challenge. I think it's doable. I've done a few little testers. I was kind of playing around with it last week, just to kind of see the kind of path I would take. And again, it's very doable. It's a lot of fun. I'm not going to make that the sole purpose of this playthrough. That's kind of the overarching goal we're going to go towards, is this empire here. But I won't be terribly upset if you don't get it. But so for those who just want to know how to get the achievement, it's literally you got to create the Kingdom of Norway, create the Kingdom of Denmark, and create the Kingdom of England, and hold it for 30 years. There is set borders of land you have to take, which I'll show you on the map what it looks like once we're actually able to go into the game. But we're gonna have a fun playthrough, RP a bit as this character right here. He is Chieftain Harold Tanglehair of Vestfold, and I actually learned while I was doing my research that Tanglehair is a promise that he made to himself that he will not comb or cut his hair until he becomes king of all Norway, which is a pretty unique promise to make. And the reason I'm going to pick this is, first of all, this is the Yngling dynasty, and is sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but as far as I'm aware, this is the dynasty of Harold Hadrada, I think his name is, who comes across to fight against Harold of England, while William the Conqueror is coming from the south. Harold comes from the north. I think this Harold, English Harold, fights off this Harold of Norway, but then he loses at the Battle of Hastings, which is like right here, to William the Conqueror. So we're going to be playing as this dynasty here, which I believe is Harold Hadrada's dynasty. They are this is the duchy is called Viking. Like, these are like pure Vikings here. And we're going to have some fun, do some raids. We'll try and get this achievement, but again, it's not going to be the be-all, end-all for us, but that's going to be our guiding light of where we're going to go. But we're going to have some RP and have some fun with this. Okay, so first of all, let's make sure game rules are set properly. Iron Man is enabled. Hit apply. The rest of the rules default is fine for now. And we are going to hit start game. Okay, so here we are in the world map. And this is our starting counties here. We have the capital of Tunsberg and Oslo. In there's two counties here, Vestfold and Vingelmork. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just call it Vingelmork because it sounds kind of funny. Oh yeah, here's Oslo here. There's tons of land here. Like, I mean, once you go feudal, look at all this stuff. You can make this into like a serious powerhouse, both these counties. I mean, this is like probably some of the strongest counties in the game that I could see. If you could actually build other holdings here, which I don't think we can right now. But the rest of the duchy is this province right here, which is called, I think that's a P, right? Pellamork? Is that a P? Is that a Norwegian P? I don't even know. Alfenheimer. Alfenmar? Okay, these ones are here. This is our starting duchy here. And we have to create the Kingdom of Norway, which is basically 16 counties in this territory going all the way up around. Upland here is the big duchy, and there's Jommatland here, and all the way up here is Norway, should you want to. But to get the achievement, actually, let's just look at the achievement just to start off before we even do anything else. So we need to get independent fine. That means we cannot have a king or empire over us. We have to be the highest ruler, independent. Illustrious is simple. This is the easiest part to get to illustrious. As a joke, as a Viking with your raids, it's nothing. Completely control, this is it here, North Sea Heartlands. Okay, so let's have a look at North Sea Heartlands. So North Sea Heartlands is along the coast. You don't have to get Upland here. But you need this to get the kingdom, though, pretty much, more or less. So you got to go along the coast here, down, including this annoying county here. This is one of the most annoying counties to get, and I'll explain why in a bit. We have to get Denmark, which is including these islands here. Going across the North Sea here, we have to get all of Jorvik, half of Mercia, East Anglia, and half of Wessex. And depending on not if King Alfred becomes king, it makes it incredibly more difficult. So we'll kind of see how it plays out, and we got to watch these alliances and see what happens, because all these guys here, Upperland, Sigeland, this here, I don't know how to pronounce it. These are all sons of Ragnar. They're all end up being, they usually ally with each other. Sometimes they don't. Like, I had a couple testers, but most of the time they do ally with each other, and it makes it just incredibly more difficult. Upland becomes Sweden. This is like the Sweden. This becomes Sweden here, and this guy's kind of in the middle. Snake guy, yeah. So these guys are like serious Viking raiders with tons of troops. And if you look at Jorvik, it's like a joke. They've got like 6,000 men. All of them are like 5,000 special troops. So we're gonna let him just batter his head against the wall in England for a while, and try and get that resolved. But we're gonna start off by, first plan would be to, I guess, create the Kingdom of Norway. Go up and create Norway here. But let's have a look at our character now and see what is going on. All right, Chief Harold Tanglehair. We are homosexual. No matter how many times I've rolled this character, every single time, and I'm talking about it's been a significant number of times, just to test out to see what kind of roles we get. He always rolls homosexual. Maybe his character was, or the game just makes it that. I don't really know why, but that's just it, and it's fine. We'll deal with that. Here's his spouse here. Let's go back to him for 1 second. He is Novice Hunter. That's a guaranteed roll. Quick is a guaranteed roll. This is a randomized. Cautious Leader. It's fine. Minimum battle roll is +4. Max is -2, which means, yeah, so that just affects when you're rolling in your commander trait against other armies. So the minimum roll we're going to get is +4. It's okay. It's not the best one. It's not the one I would, it's not worth reloading the game for, but it's nothing special. This is Skill Tactician's always the way, and these stats, as far as I'm aware, are always, the same as well. Yeah, we start with these two counties, and let's have a look at our wife. Now, this is completely random. She is actually a nun, which is not bad. It's not bad. I might be able to get her to help me get to at least 4. And I can, yeah. If you put her on Managed Domain, we can get her to at least 4 domains, which is, again, it's not terrible, but it's not the greatest. She rolled Adequate Bargainer, so she's a Diplo, which is okay, whatever. Content, Trusting, Temperate. Again, none of these are fantastic, but I've seen worse. Now, the only problem with this guy, even though he is homosexual, they bang out a ton of children. A ton of children. And being a tribal, the arch enemy of tribal is Confederate Partition. So Confederate Partition, in 2 seconds, what that means is, let's say I have 2 sons, okay? And I take this big swath of land. If another duchy is able to be created here, the second son will automatically separate and create his own duchy, separating from our primary duchy kingdom. So what we need to do is we need to 911 fast. Number 1, create the Duchy of Viking. Number 2, create the Kingdom of Norway. That way our kids, even if they separate to multiple duchies, will still be underneath our overall kingdom, so the eldest heir will still be the king overall. We get into a second issue is if we take, for example, Denmark. Now we have 2 kingdoms, so the second son would take the second kingdom and separate. So there are things we can do to get around that. First and foremost, we can disinherit, which is really the worst case scenario. Second case is we can change the laws of the land to create a elective succession, which means that we'd have to vote on the heir, and hopefully everyone votes for the main heir, so he'll take all the 3. Because again, to get the achievement, you have to have all 3 kingdoms. So we can either have little amount of sons, or 1 son, or we can disinherit, or we can try and change the law. So there's a few things we can try and do, but no matter what, we cannot change this because we have to remain tribal to get the achievement. I think that's actually part of it. Let's just go back and double check. I think it is. As a tribal holding, yeah, we can't become feudal. You can't change the succession laws. That's just not going to happen. So we're going to have to deal with that as is. Okay, so let's now go to back to our guy, and let's start off with going to our lifestyle. So we are a strong, young military leader. My plan is this. There's going to be 3 different things we're going to do. Number 1, we're going to do martial for a couple of points. Not a ton, a couple of points in martial. We're going to do stewardship because we need money big time. You barely earn money as a tribal, so we need to have a lot of money. I mean, yes, you can with raids, but we're on a big time crunch, and raids, unless we really need to, or to kill time, tend to be a waste of time. We'll see how it goes. We're going to have some fun with it. We're going to do some fun raids, and goal of mine is actually to raid Paris, like Ragnar did. So we're going to try and raid Paris and do stuff like that, but we want to go to stewardship to get some money, and then we're going to go to health in the learning tier because we want to live a nice long life, try and conquer as much as possible as the grand ruler here before our sons kind of take over and ruin everything, which they tend to do. So we're going to start off with lifestyle. Let's just check our prowess, actually. I hate that it doesn't show me. Like, show me prowess here. It's really annoying that it doesn't do that. Okay, we're at 9, so it's pretty pathetic. It's not good at all, actually. Especially as a Viking. Like, I've seen Vikings with prowess, like, 25, 30, like, ridiculous levels. So having a 9 is not great. Hopefully it improves over time. But I do want to get this. This is super important to get. And stuff like this to have our knights help fight. Stalwart leader. But you know what? Because our prowess is so low, even with the +4, I don't know that I'm even going to fight. As I do want to get chivalric dominance for knight effectiveness, which is awesome. But I might just go for a couple strategist ones. Never back down is good too. Kingsguard. I think Serve the Crown, BJ, and a bunch in here might be what I'm going to get. Because we don't have time to really invest in too much of this, because you got to switch to making money right away. So, okay. Advantage +5. I'll do the advantage +5. That way we can get our knights a little bit of a boost. I don't know. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to get definitely BJ. I'm probably going to get Serve the Crown for control, because we're obviously conquering so much. We're going to need control boosts. And as to what the second tiers are going to be, I'm still thinking about it. We'll kind of see where we are in the world map before we decide. But then we're going to be switching to this. I'm going to be getting Avaricious, because we want to be making money, especially War Profiteer, because we're at war like the entire game. So I want War Profiteer. I want Fearful Troops, because I have a little bit of Dread to help lower the cost. My domain for Sword Subjects is sometimes okay. Vassal Contribution Hair Guild is good. And then we're going to switch right away to this, get Medicine, and try and get whole body to live as long as possible. All right, first things first. I don't think I need the +3. Again, I don't like to lead my armies, but in the first couple of battles you do. So I'm going to grab the prowess for chivalry, and hopefully I don't get hurt. All right, we'll grab chivalry first and go from there. Even though, yeah, we're not chivalrous, we're Vikings, you know what I mean? It's not really, chivalry isn't our thing, but fine. Heir unmarried, this is our uncle. See if we can start off getting a decent alliance right away. How old is this guy? 37. I don't think we're going to get anything good, because we're just a lowly Viking count here. Who's this dude? Yeah, it's just for prestige. We're not going to get anything good here. There's no men to be had here. Just nothing going on. So we'll just grab this one here. She's actually pretty terrible, though. Maybe I'll give her this one. Olaf. She'll lose, but at least she has decent stewardship. So when he's ruling a county, which I'll give him, we'll have some decent stewardship there. So I'll get him married to this one here. Same proposal. Again, there's no men here. Grand Blot. No, we're not going to do a Grand Blot yet. Grand Blot is when they sacrifice animals or sometimes people to the Viking or the Norwegian. Is it Norwegian? Scandinavian, I should say. I don't even know what the proper term is. I'll call it Viking gods. But we're not going to do that just yet. Declare wars. Yes, we're going to be doing all these wars. So first things first, let's look at our military now. So we start off with Bondi, which are our spearmen, which counter light cavalry and archers. Okay, these are great because they counter 2 different types. So I don't need to have light cavalry because cavalry counters Bondi counters the archers. I've also got some Vigmen, which are bowmen. Interesting. I don't know if I really need the Vigmen. What do they have here? Let's have a look at our first enemy. He's got Vigmen. So Bondi are going to counter his Vigmen. He's got 300. We've got 300. It's going to be a great counter. The good thing about cavalry is they run down retreating troops. So having cavalry is actually to be fair, it's actually a pretty good thing. I don't think I need to do it just yet. I'm probably going to max out Bondi. And we'll see what happens. I might throw in, depending on if the Bondi get out of control, like, again, what do you guys have here? They have Vigmen here. So this is good, but if somebody has a ton of like 300 Bondi, I might need to bring in some heavy troops because heavy troops counter Bondi. So I might have to bring in Huskars, but they're super expensive. And if you want to be super efficient, you won't. But in our playthrough, because we're just having some fun and we're going to RP a bit, I might just bring in some Huskarls. We'll see. Sometimes there's a pop-up you get where you'll get free Huskarls, but we'll see how it goes. Right now, it's not needed. Okay, these guys got 15 loots here. I'm not going to bother raiding. I'm just going to go grab it. We are going to do, it's going to hit Declare War, and we're going to do Conquer County. Just grab this one right away. There it is there. It's Pelamork. Is that a P? It's like a weird letter. I don't know what that is. It kind of looks like a P. I'm just going to call it Pelamork. 50. Now, with BJ, this would cost 25, right? That's why BJ is probably, pound for pound, one of the best traits you can get in the game. It cuts all your expenses in half. And even Kingdom Evasions, which costs like 2,000, drops it down to 1,000. Like, you need to get BJ if you want to do heavy attacks, like a lot of, declare war decks, you need to get BJ. So I strongly suggest you guys get it at some point. All right, this should be not a problem at all. Let's just hit declare war, and we're going to raise all here. Before we even pause the game, we're already at war. That's literally the pace we're going to be taking here, guys. It's going to be a war-heavy battle. No, we are the best general. We're cautious, so hopefully I'm not going to get myself hurt. All right, just go march. Yeah, I don't want to die in the first minute of the game. That would kind of suck. In fact, you know what? I'll just pause 1 second. Let's have a look at our court. I'm looking for somebody with decent intel, and it's going to be this person right here, my Godian champion. Like, this is a great role. A renowned physician, a coins physician. Like, I can't believe we actually got this guy. All right, let's go. Perfect. That's actually beautiful. Now, I won't be able to give him any land, because if I give him land, he's going to leave my court. So he's going to have to just sit here and chill with me in my court as my doctor. All right, let's go for our first battle. Yeah, our Bondi definitely have the advantage. They're Vigman being countered, yeah. But they're fighting in more favorable terrain. My uncle has been murdered. One tale ends, another begins. How did that happen? Okay. So I have a new heir now. Who's my heir? My cousin. Alright. He's a berserker. Evil zealot. Impatient callous. Okay. That's kind of annoying. Right? Any alliances? No, there's no alliances. I mean, there's alliances, but there's no... But that's annoying, eh? Alright, just marry this person, go away. Like I said, even though I'm a homosexual character, I bang out a ton of children. A ton of children, so I'm not worried about that. Alright, there we go. Let's just siege this out, and that should be the end. I think they're definitely going to be throwing themselves at my shield wall. I wonder if it's a defensive friendly. I might put in this guy, just because he's a defender. And I don't want to accidentally get hurt while these guys are just going to throw themselves at my shield again, over and over and over again. So I think I might just put the defensive guy on there to save my king and also give myself a defensive bonus. Okay, stench of success. The smell is completely unbearable. It's been a solid month since Runghilder brought down the blasted bear while hunting, and she's still carrying its maggot-ridden head around with her. Everyone in Tunsberg is sick of it. The rest of the court has finally had enough. Very nice. So we have an extra roll because we are a hunter. What if you got you a new one? So gains 50, loses Reeking Trophy. Okay, so because I'm a hunter, I can hunt her a new bear, and we get rid of this one. Perfect. Gout written. Do no more than is necessary. A little bit brighter. Excellent work. Somehow I got gout, even though I'm like a young man. Severe penalty. Like, dudes. I don't think gout ever goes away. That's like a random roll. That's really sucky. I don't think gout ever goes away, like in real life. I'm not sure gout can be cured. I think gout can be treated, but I don't think gout can be cured. I don't know. Maybe in this game they can cure it for me. Natural dread, attraction opinion -50. Oh well. I hope I have at least a couple errors. Speaking of which, I can probably throw a concubine. We'll see how it goes in terms of concubines. If I'm not having any kids with her. Or the doctor can maybe cure me. But I don't think gout ever goes away. I don't know how I got that horrible roll. Victory. Okay. Yeah, we're still sieging this out. They're still going to keep attacking us. Again, you don't need to do this achievement as one character. It just makes it easier if you can kind of grab a lot as this guy, because he's actually a pretty powerful character. Decently powerful. But again, you don't need to. Like, if I switch to this guy right away, I mean, it kind of sucks because he's a Diplo, and I kind of want to be a military leader, but it's not the end of the world if I have to do it like that. Increased military presence. Actually, yeah, let's have a look at what's going on here. This guy's an 8. I didn't even look at my council yet, which is kind of like bad of me. Enemy capture. Okay, is there anybody better than an 8? No, there's not. I'm going to leave him just collecting taxes for now. I do want to switch to development, because our development is completely pathetic at 3, but I'm not going to just yet. My cousin and heir. Oh, he's this one here. He's the best there. Yeah, swap. My uncle's steward and champion, but I don't have a better champion. So like I'm swapping around here. I think we're the best as is. Is this war done? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's go to enforce demands. So be it. Disband all. And there we go. We have ourselves a new county, and we can take one more. I'd like to take this one. Now let's have a look at what's going on here in Sigiland. 1800. Even with max capacity. If I could afford some mercenaries, I might just rush them right now to grab this right away, but I can't. 1862. They're like double. If I can get some mercenaries, it might be worthwhile to do, but I can't right now. There's just no way. No chance. The problem is I'm worried that sometimes these guys make an alliance with Upland, and it's like a terrible, terrible alliance because it's like impossible to get out of. Like, it's just ridiculous. We'll see what happens. We'll kind of see what happens. I can't do anything right now. I was hoping to make some kind of alliance, but there's nothing. I have no kids yet. And I got this horrible gout, which is going to lower my prowess, lower my martial. It's so terrible. I really hope this doctor, because he's like renowned physician and he's really mastermind, I'm hoping he can do something. And I'll get this message that it goes away. I'm hoping that's what happens, but we'll see. Who's this? My mother. Okay. Oh, maybe you can do alliance with the mother. Oh, maybe you can get somebody really good. 1,000 men. That'd be close. That's the best. 855. Hang on a second. Go away. Put this away. Move this here. Okay. Alliance power. Polish. Ooh, maybe with this Polish dude. 800. No, the best I can do is this dude. I don't care about his thing. Where is this located, though? Yeah, that's far enough away that I might not even have to conquer that. And plus, I'll get 1,000 men. Alliance. I still don't think it's enough to take these guys. Is it? It'd be exactly the same. Let's try it. Let's try what the alliance says. Okay, excellent. So we now have this alliance here. Whoops, sorry. Let's try this alliance. Let's just have a look here. I'm just trying to get in on this before he makes any other alliances. It gets too strong. Conquered County. Similar to ours. It would really, really, really have to wait for these guys to come and stack. I'd have to like raise my men and run up because he's going to come right for me. And then once we get together, try and stack together. What does this guy have? Let's have a look. He's got Vigman and Bondi. Do we dare? Oh, this would be pretty ballsy of us, to be honest. It'd be pretty ballsy of us. I'm going to throw in a Huscarls then. I don't want Varangian veterans. They're way too expensive. I could probably just bring an armored footman, to be honest. I don't even know if I need Huscarls. But they get the winter bonuses, but like 0.2, 0.3. Alright. We're going to do that. We're going to bring those guys in. I think we're just going to go and try and grab this one county. With the allies. Are they at war with anybody? Nope, they're not at war. They've got 935 men. Alright. The YOLO. Let's just try it. I know we're low on heavy troops there. Okay, we're going to hit declare war. We're going to go county here. 50. He's got to come. Call your ally. Call to war.